Azul Linhas Aéreas Brasileiras S.A. is a Brazilian low-cost carrier based in Barueri. The company's business model is to stimulate demand by providing frequent and affordable air service to underserved markets throughout Brazil. The company was named Azul after a naming contest in 2008 where Samba was the other popular name. It was established on May 5, 2008 by Brazilian-born David Neeleman, with a fleet of 76 Embraer 195 jets. The airline began service on December 15, 2008, according to the Brazilian Civil Aviation Authority. Between January and December 2015, Azul had 17.0% of the domestic and 7.8% of the international market shares in terms of passengers per kilometer flown, making it the third largest airline in Brazil, after LATAM and GOL. History. Azul Linhas Aéreas Brasileiras S.A. was the fourth airline launched by JetBlue founder David Neeleman. Azul inaugurated services in the Brazilian domestic market on December 15, 2008 between three cities, Campinas, Salvador, and Porto Alegre. It launched operations with 3 Embraer 195 and 2 Embraer 190 aircraft. Another 3 aircraft were added in January 2009 to introduce non-stop service from Campinas to both Vitória and Curitiba. On May 28, 2012, Azul announced the acquisition of Linhas Aéreas, the largest regional carrier in Brazil. Azul and TRIP started comprehensive code-sharing operations on December 2, 2012, with all flights carrying only the IATA code of Azul. On March 6, 2013, Brazilian authorities gave the final approval for the merger, with a few restrictions related to code-sharing with TAM Airlines and Slotusat. Rio de Janeiro Santos Dumont Airport. On May 6, 2014, the merger process was completed with the final approval from Brazilian authorities. That day the brand TRIP ceased to exist and all TRIP assets were transferred to Azul. While the airline is not currently a full member in an airline alliance, it signed a codeshare agreement with Star Alliance airline United Airlines in January 2014, which made it possible for Mileage Plus members to earn points when flying with Azul beginning April 1, 2014. Since 2015, Azul is also an equal partner in a Brazilian-Portuguese joint venture that is the majority owner of TAP Portugal, another Star Alliance member. In December 2014, Azul started its first scheduled international flights to Fort Lauderdale on December 2 and Orlando on December 15, both in the United States. In early 2015 it was announced that Azul had signed a purchase agreement for 35 Airbus A320neo aircraft. It is also to lease a further 28 of the aircraft type. In mid-2015, Azul finalized a deal for 30 Embraer E195-E2 aircraft, first announced at the 2014 Farnborough International Air Show. The first delivery is scheduled for 2020. On November 24, 2015, it was announced that the Chinese HNA Group, owner of Hainan Airlines, would invest $450 million in Azul, becoming the largest single shareholder of Azul. This follows the $100 million investment of United Airlines closed in June 2015. Destinations. Azul serves 109 destinations in Brazil, French Guiana, Portugal, the United States, and Uruguay, plus some other additional locations by means of dedicated executive bus services to the nearest airports. Azul has codeshare agreements with the following carriers: JetBlue, TAP Portugal, United Airlines. Fleet. As of October 2015, the fleet of Azul Brazilian Airlines included the following aircraft. Airline Loyalty Program. Tudo Azul is Azul's frequent flyer program. Members accumulate points based on the airfare paid rather than on miles flown.